Assalamu alaikum. I am Ridwan bin Munjur. I am presenting our web technology project. So basically, we have made a personal blog website. So in this blog, we can create a blog post. We can view the existing blog posts. We can also edit the blog post and make our opinion, express our opinion using by pressing the like button and also delete the blog post. So, for now, I will present the technical aspects of this web application. So, the backend part has been made using the Node.js Express framework. It is implementing a model controller architecture using the MongoDB database and NoSQL ORM. So, the backend code is in the server folder. It is split in the controllers. It is split into controllers, models, routes, folders. Routes will contain all the routes and HTTP requests at each route for the application, and it will contain all the controller functions that will get fired. So the controller function has imported Mongoose and has imported the model, post message model. So the model allows us to create a database table schema with the following database table attributes. And using the Mongoose ORM, we do not have to write the SQL queries ourselves. The API will write the NoSQL MongoDB queries, and we can just use the properties exposed in the API's endpoint. So that's how the Mongoose API greatly simplifies the interaction with the database for us. Finally, in index.js, which is the entry point of the application, the entry point of the Express application, as we can see, we have enabled source or cross origin request site, which will allow the front end especially to make requests to this API. So now we come to the front end part. The front end has been made by the React.js library, which is the alternative to Angular library. So React.js, Angular, and Vue are the three most popular libraries at the moment for building web applications. So for state management, we are using Redux. This is the counterpart of the RxJS state management library. For the UI, we're using React Material UI. Again, its counterpart is the Angular Material UI. But in the React ecosystem, these three we can say are the most which these three we can say are the most popular front end tools that are used in this React ecosystem, especially by the React community. So the code is in the client folder. So here we have divided the code into a few folders for each functionality. So the API folder will contain all the fetch details. The API it will contain all the fetch actions, and these fetch actions will try to fetch the data from the API. The components folder will contain the two components in this web application. These two components are the form and post component. So these are the four form components of this UI, and this is the single form component. So these are the two components, and actions, reducers, and constants are basically for the Redux state management. These are actually the building blocks for the logical building blocks for any Redux state management application. And finally, we are importing everything in app.js, where we can see where we imported Material UI, where this is the highest level view of our application, of our React.js application. So this is how we have used these front-end library, state management library, and UI library for our project. So that is the presentation for the technical part of our project. We'd like to thank Dr. Nori Zaman for giving us the opportunity to explore our MERN stack. Actually, we are more popular. Actually, we are more familiar with this technology stack, so that's why we have used it. And definitely, we thank the doctor for giving us this opportunity, and also for teaching us this entire semester, for helping us and guiding us during a very stressful time of our lives.